So we are about to go jump into our next segment, and that is the discussion zone.
I love Africa Global Radio.
So today's the 8th of February 2021. 6 days from today, yeah, it's going to be the 14th of February, where most people in the world, are getting ready to express how much they love their wives, their fiancés, friends, sisters, family relatives generally. But then there are different angles to the celebration of that particular date, to Valentine's Day. And then in our base Ghana, this particular week, which obviously we'll be talking about tomorrow, is National Chocolate Week, okay? And it's all about the issue of chocolates, cocoa, how it's actually contributed to national development, okay? We're going to be looking at that on the show. But today, let's just start the conversation on Valentine's and how some people actually don't see this to be an African thing at all. Hafiz,
Barry,
how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Charlie, you were laughing at me, man. I was struggling. I'm just like, why can't I just mention the word, man?
It happens to the best of us.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Orip. And Mommy was busy laughing at me.
Oh, Charlie.
I
She had a good one.
Orip. Sometimes, man. But yeah, we thank God at least we try to, Okay, so today's the 8th of February, 2021. On Sunday is the D-Day, where most people are looking forward to, express love in their own different ways and everything. But there are a lot of, opposing views on Valentine's Day, on the celebration and everything. But let's just start the conversation right here.
But a quick one. Are you looking forward to it?
No, I'm not. Direct and straight.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, a punch. Okay.
All right, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is one of those holidays. One of those holidays people have a love-hate relationship with.
True.
Yes. For some, Valentine's Day represents a day to show love, to spend time with your significant other and go on dates.
Right.
So they look forward to the jewelry, the gifts, basically. So it's a day they can't wait for. Now, for others, Valentine's Day is an intrusion. Yes, it's simply an uncomfortable reminder of their singlehood or singleness.
Okay,
if
yeah,
you like.
definitely.
And, they feel they keep asking. Why would I have to spend so much money on a particular day to show affection?
Yeah.
Yes, and for others, they are simply no. Look, this is a pagan holiday, and I'm not going to have anything to do with it.
Okay.
Now, the interesting thing about all these opinions expressed regarding this this celebration or this feast, whatever it is you want to call it,
Right.
is that they are right. Yes,
They're all right.
yes, in
Okay.
their own right, they are right.
Right.
Now, looking at the pagan bit,
Okay.
let's even look at
From
the
the
pagan.
religious point of view.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now the pagan bit, even not just the religious, but
The
how
belief.
it started.
Okay.
Yes,
Right.
how
Right.
Valentine's started. Now, Valentine's came from ancient Rome. If you trace the roots,
Okay.
came from ancient Rome,
Mm.
where between the periods between 13th and 15th, they had a celebration or a feast.
You mean century?
Yes.
Okay.
No, on that particular.
Okay, the
these
day
days,
itself,
yes,
okay.
13th and 15th.
Right.
They
Right.
usually had this celebration they call Lupercalia.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Lupercalia comes from the god Lupercus.
Oh.
And this is a god that a shepherd's god that takes care of their flocks and whatnot.
Okay.
So Lupercalia, Lupercus, basically. Now, during the celebration, what you would see young men do is that they would sacrifice dogs and goats.
Okay.
Yes, and then smear the blood of these slain animals on their forehead. Now, they also went ahead to fashion whips called februar.
Okay.
Yes, they will fashion these whips and then use them to basically use them on people around. Yes, and especially women, that is. Now, women lined up to be whipped simply because, well, the belief was that it gave them protection. Yes, and also increased fertility.
Right.
Yes, so that was basically the idea behind it. And these young men were going around doing it half naked, basically, because these heights they were using, they were basically covered around their loins. So you
Okay.
can see, yes, they were half naked most of the time. Now, around that time, too, there was a matchmaking lottery where the young men would actually pick out the names of a woman from a jar. And whatever woman it is that you pick from that jar, the name you pick, you
Okay.
get to spend time with her between that period.
Oh.
Yes, and if it actually goes well, you could be looking at beyond that.
Mm.
Yes. So the emperor at the time was the whole idea was to have his soldiers, but then he
Mm.
didn't want them settling down and marrying and whatever. They wanted
Okay.
their soldiers. So this was a period for them to be with women. Basically, few days of debauchery, if you like,
Mm. Mm.
just to get it out of their system.
Right.
Yes. So it was basically sex and all that
Mm.
to get it out of their system so that they can go back to being the soldiers they were.
Right. Right.
Yes. And so this went on and on until you had now even the emperor I'm talking about, Emperor Claudius the
Mm.
second.
Mm.
Now there was a time he executed two men called Valentine on the
Okay.
14th of February on different years.
Two men.
Yes,
Valentine. They were both called Valentine.
on
Okay.
different years. Yes.
Mm.
Now it went on until Pope Gelasius the first of the Catholic Church
Okay.
in the 5th century decided to combine Lupercalia with Saint Valentine's
Okay.
Day. Yes,
As
and
one.
and the whole idea was to expel the pagan bits
Okay.
of the rituals. And
Right.
yes, and also as it went, we have the likes of Shakespeare writing more and more about it. He even romanticized it, basically.
Okay.
And till this day, we have
Hmm.
well the commercialization of it.
Valentine.
Valentine's Day.
Right. Well, different views, different reasons why I would celebrate Valentine. I'm speaking from, a person's point of view. Different reasons why I would celebrate Valentine, and some of the reasons why I would not celebrate Valentine, and all of that. But let me start with Epi. Epi,
Bye.
yes, we are, in the Valentine week. This is a global perspective and all of that. So, are you looking forward to celebrate Valentine? No. Okay. But then, yeah, I mean, Hafiz has made mention of the fact that going back, pagan, thing, Valentine execution, putting it together as one. So, looking at the whole narrative, you could tell that it's just peculiar to some, group of people that normally used to observe such a day.
From the history
Mhm.
Hafiz was given,
Mm.
yes, it was peculiar to them, but with time, it actually spread forth to other places. I mean, indeed, though so the Valentine, Saint Valentine was actually Valentine were executed
Mm.
by Claudius II.
Mm.
One thing was also another priest who was also called Saint Valentine, and he actually used to secretly marry off couples
Okay.
to spare the husbands from being sent into the army
Okay.
by the Emperor Claudius II.
Okay.
So Valentine, in this sense, if you want to look at the deep history,
Mm.
it comes from different places.
Mm.
Now we're also looking at etymology-wise, you're looking at Cupid. You're looking at these Greek gods.
Yeah.
You understand? And with Cupid, he has a bow and arrow.
God of
and if he
love,
shoots,
right.
yes.
Mm.
I mean, you're falling in love with somebody, that's what they do.
Mm.
But currently or presently,
Mm.
our understanding and our view of Valentine has changed compared to how it started and where it was from.
Okay.
People look forward to the day where, like Hafi said, spend time with your loved one.
Mm.
It's about buying. It's
Mm.
about giving.
Mm.
It's about setting aside that particular day to let the person you love see
Mm.
that, I really love you.
Okay.
I mean, it could be friends, it could be your husband, it could be your boyfriend, your fiancé, anything. But
Mhm.
right now, it's just that whole thing about expressing love.
Mm.
And I think over here in our base Ghana, it's more of like a chocolate day
Mm.
than a Valentine kind
Well,
of a day, because I mean, it doesn't go without chocolate.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it's become a period where the price or the cost of chocolate
Mm.
actually spikes.
Mm.
And then you get to have different brands of chocolate coming on the market. People actually give chocolate. People come and like, did you get chocolate?
Mm.
Did you get any chocolate? That kind
Okay.
of a thing. So
Mm.
it's like if you didn't get chocolate that day here in our base Ghana, then I mean you didn't celebrate Valentine.
Okay. Right, Mame.
Very.
Chocolates, Valentine, red. It's much more fun.
Yeah.
Is,
Hafiz talked about people being executed,
right.
but based on stories I've heard and stories I've read,
Mm.
I think it had to do with lovers who used to exchange letters. One was in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy was in prison, and then he used to write letters.
That's romantic.
That's
Yes.
the Shakespearean bit of it, right?
No. That part is also true, because there was a guy, he was actually writing letters. I think one of the emperor's daughters.
Okay.
And then
Now
yes.
let's just fast forward the story.
Okay.
So some people have actually argued that this is not more of like, in quotes, an African kind of celebration thing. This is not something. This is peculiar to some. It's a foreign and an alien, celebration. So why should we really, spend much time devoting our time to want to talk about love when actually every day is an opportunity for you to show some love? And then the theme color for Valentine is red, which of course I believe that's where the chocolate thing came about, because we used not to have a national chocolate week in our base Ghana until it actually came to like, okay, the chocolate itself is red, so let's just fuse it in and try to see how we can blend it to make people patronize chocolate more, and then buy it on that particular day, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get that whole it's an alien festival. Is it? Could we call it a festival? It's an alien celebration.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it came from somewhere.
Mm.
But I think love is something that should be celebrated
Every day.
In as much as we celebrate love every day,
Mm-hmm.
if there's a special day for it to actually show your love, I mean, I could be with a person and I know that they love me. But if there's a
What's your problem?
I don't know.
Allow, guy.
I don't know what happens.
No. Allow.
But if
Yeah.
there's one day set aside,
Okay.
show me your love.
Mm.
Like, in as much as I know, this is just a day. Like, do something out of the ordinary
Okay.
to show that you love me. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay. Well, others would want to argue that.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, Hafiz
the whole
wants to argue.
story.
Hafiz,
I haven't
please
said
argue.
anything.
No. But then Hafiz, you want to argue, just argue. Maybe you have something to say or something to add up to what she said.
I just think it's just an excuse to sell gift cards and whatnot. I mean, but
Really?
then
Really?
that's all it is. Look,
No, but you see,
Is
that I think. Well, finish up.
the mushy bits is just a no go area for some of us. I mean, yes, I understand in Ghana we're trying to use it. The commercialization bit I talked about,
Yeah.
where we're trying to use that as an opportunity to
To
sell,
sell,
something
yeah.
that we actually have.
Yeah.
Yes, and in places like say South Africa,
Mhm.
well, they do things quite differently. In fact, they actually have celebrations where you have people pin the names of their crushes or their lovers on their sleeves.
Okay.
Yes, to have them get noticed and all.
Mm.
So it depends on the celebration. But the larger picture of things, I think the more important question to ask when it comes to Valentine's is this: why is Valentine paired with chocolate?
Chocolate. Yeah. Exactly.
Why? Just like you ask yourself why birthdays and cakes are a thing. Really, what's the whole point?
Yeah.
Or why a piece of rock on a metal,
Mm.
aka a ring,
Yeah.
or how big that rock
Did
is,
you have to play about
determines-
bit about the
determines-
bush?
determines how much you love a
I'm
person.
just-
I mean, this whole materials placed on
You
how
see-
you feel. Yes,
Mhm.
love is a beautiful
Yeah.
thing, but don't you think this whole commercialization bit was actually denying people from experiencing the purest form of it?
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, it's just transactional love we are seeing,
Yeah.
like you're saying.
Mm.
You see,
Something has got to give.
I
So-
think I get where you're coming from, but
Okay.
also let's not forget the fact that for some people it's more about symbolizing something. It's not necessarily. I mean, the fact that you could any day get up and buy chocolate and give to your wife or
Okay.
to your girlfriend, and or buy flowers or just get up and be like, "Hey, I love you." But you see, action speaks louder than words. Now, the whole commercialization thing, things really work when there's a theme under which they're running. I mean, the whole year, we know we export cocoa, chocolate, also. How the month of February is the month where chocolate is actually bought a lot. You
Why?
understand? Because it has to do with this love thing. So people use it to actually express themselves and show their love. But that is also not to say that we should undermine the importance of the emotions at play here. Not everybody may be serious about it. Some people may just want to go with the flow. But then for some people, it really means something. They're actually setting couples who, during this Valentine's, they won't do nothing. And because they believe they can show their love every other day of the year, except on Valentine's Day or something. But I don't think we should let the fact that it's being commercialized downplay the fact that it's love we're talking about.
Look, okay, so where does this whole idea or the pressures
Okay.
of having to live up to a certain expectation come from?
Now, who is setting
listen.
the
Hold on, hold on.
expectations
No,
listen,
in
listen.
the first place?
Now, the thing is, yes, it's been made a thing.
Mm.
Fine. But this whole idea of, okay, Valentine's
You
Day,
have to.
I mean,
You-
I'm
you
looking
have-
forward to a gift basket.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
look-
I
Where is
think
this coming from?
I don't
Right?
to.
that it's not
mean-
it's
Hold
not
on, hold on.
set.
Hold on, Epi. Yeah. Hold on, Epi.
There's you have to, and then there's. I mean,
Mhm.
I could be expecting something, but you do it if you want
to.
to.
That's
So
it.
then you have to
Uh-huh.
comes with the person you are with, or whoever it says you're trying to get a Valentine's Day.
But
gift.
wait, let's move away from you have to and you don't. I'm very particular about this thing because I mean but before yesterday actually my friend myself and my friend were talking. It was like, let's take it back to Kwanzaa, right? This is more of like people. Some actually don't even celebrate Christmas, okay, and it's all about Kwanzaa for them. Some don't celebrate. They don't believe that on the 25th was actually the birthday of Christ. So some people do their own celebrations elsewhere. In Ethiopia, it's somewhere I think in January. That's where they celebrate the Christmas and everything.
Yeah, let's not forget their calendar is different.
Yeah, but it's still they still push. It still doesn't
Yeah.
matter. There's different stuff, right? So is there anything African? Okay, aside if Valentine, is there anything African that we can also? Okay, this is what we are actually doing as ours to celebrate, to show love. It's not bad to pick a day to do stuff. Okay, we celebrate Valentine because we've heard is a month of love, and Valentine was killed, and then because of love, someone did this, and there's a priest this and that, and that's this is the whole thing. Now here we are using that to actually sell our products. For me,
You're asking what we celebrate here. What about our festivals? We
for-
celebrate all these things, but
The
unfortunately,
the
they are
rest.
seen. They are demonized. They are made to look like, oh, it's a pagan thing, it's a traditional thing.
right.
Yes, and so you have a lot of Muslims backing away from that. You have Christians also, taking a step back. So it's more like those
From
it's-
Valentine, you
It's
mean?
for traditionalists and everything.
For
no,
the
you're talking about
festivals,
Festivals, okay,
yes,
yeah.
festivals,
Yeah.
yes. So these are things we celebrate,
Mm.
and we could actually market them in a certain way if we're actually serious about it.
Mm.
But then again, we are here as one of those unfortunate imports, if I should put it that way. Some
Yeah.
would think it's fortunate, but I just think it's an unfortunate import that we have to deal with. And
Mm.
for young men like yourself that are looking to scour the dating market and try to find someone.
You think Valentine is an
Monica
opportunity?
decided to-
No. You think Valentine is an opportunity for me to do that?
I didn't say that. Why are you catching feelings? Look,
Okay, I'm not catching feelings. I'm cool. Like, nah, I'm cool.
Okay. so
Yeah.
that was actually a good thing. So I meant that in a good way. Anyway.
I know.
Yes. So, but the whole idea is, for me, yes, it's good, but the whole thing has metamorphosed into something else, where there's this standing order, if you want to look at it that way, where you have to do something, and even when you don't do it, look, let's not forget. I mean, they are saying, oh, you have to. Look, let's not go into the semantics bit. Okay, we all know that sometimes you get attitude for not doing it.
Okay,
So,
it's
I mean-
like please, I beg to
All
differ.
right.
Like Mami said,
Mami, hold
that
on.
is
Mami, hold
based on
On the
who
person
you
you're
are
Hold on.
with.
Mm.
Because I mean, there are some girls who would not expect a dime from you on Valentine's Day, provided you let them know you actually love them. They're okay with that. They don't expect you to leave up to or go with the flow. And with regards to talking about the whole African thing, yes. We have demeaned our own festivals and in a way put in a glorious light festivals that are foreign, for lack of a better word, foreign to us, for festivals that we don't have any hand in their origination.
Okay.
But I think one thing we're doing here is for me, I like the whole chocolate day thing. I like the fact
So
that
you're
it's not about
using the
yeah,
chocolate to express your
yes,
love. Huh?
no, not express love. Like I'm not talking.
think
I'm,
so. I
right
mean-
now, right now I'm not
Yeah,
talking.
Help me
to
out here.
Are you guys listening
Help
to
me
me?
out
No,
here.
no, no, no. We'll
So
listen to it.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
I'm not looking at love aspect right now. No, I'm
Okay.
talking about business in the sense that I think we're not Africanizing it, but then we're trying to make it our own. So we're not focusing on the fact that it's Val's Day, go out there, and the way people would do it or the way it came from, where it came from.
Okay.
But we're focusing on the fact that it's Val's Day, it's more of chocolate day. So go out there and patronize or buy chocolate and give to your loved one. I think that is a way that will modify the celebration. Because here in Ghana, it's more of chocolate week, chocolate day, as compared to Val's Day, Val's week, that kind of a thing. So I
Yeah.
feel that is how we're actually trying to
I
cut
think
the edges.
that's a great initiative.
Yes,
I
I
must
think that's
commend the
how we're
government
doing
for
it.
coming up with that
And
initiative.
it's
because,
encouraging entrepreneurs here in our base Ghana, and they're doing. I mean, I scour for made in Ghana businesses and brands, and some
Yeah.
of them are really amazing. I actually chanced upon chocolate makers, and I'm like, is this in Ghana? Like,
Yeah.
is this from Ghana? And they are good. So I think it's a good thing we are doing
Right.
here
In our base.
yes, to modify it to suit our needs.
Okay. Right. Hafiz, wanna top it up so we can move on? But because tomorrow, God willing, we'll also be looking at the chocolate industry
yeah.
itself, because not everybody can actually afford a chocolate. You know,
Yeah.
it's quite an expensive, commodity. And then again, Ghana,
luxury.
I don't know if it's second to Cote d'Ivoire or we're at the
Yeah.
top now.
We are at the
Ghana-
top.
We're at the
Ghana-
top now, right?
Yes. We were
World's
second at
largest
some point.
producer of
Who was
cocoa.
second,
Yes,
and Ivory
world's-
Coast.
There's a lot of conversations around that space, especially in this regard, that we've actually taken it upon ourselves to take a whole week, national week for chocolates. Okay, so it comes with a lot of questions. Now it's the whole world. Ghana is number one in terms of exportation of cocoa. That's one. Two, how has it translated or reflected into our economy or into the lives of the average Ghanaians? Okay, how are the cocoa farmers themselves, because they are in the rural areas? How has it actually developed their lives? Okay, transformed them in that regard. And then again, we bring the cocoa, we export it, and then we go buy it again from the outside market. Why? That's the
Don't
whole.
even go there.
See, that's right now. I honestly
That's
don't
another
think you
thing.
should start that
No,
conversation.
that's another question again. Okay, you go buy it at a higher price, and you bring it back again. You import these stuff here. So I think we will be delving into such conversation. Of course, if possibly we get to speak to, an expert in that industry to actually try to break it down for us and let us understand some of these questions that we have. Mami, chop it up.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not by force. If you, I like the fact that you say
it
that all
really
the time.
is not by force. I mean,
Valentine. She just stickled to Valentine.
I'm
I like it.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not expecting anything
So-
for Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Guy, did you hear? Wherever you are,
Why is Epi clearing her throat?
if you're in Mauritius, please just reserve the ticket and send it to someone else.
Let me finish.
Okay.
If I was with somebody who was
Uh-huh.
showing me they loved me day in, day out,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be expecting anything from them on Valentine's Day.
Why?
Because this person shows me they love me, and
Okay.
they are not waiting for a special day to let me know that they
So
love me.
so technically, what you're saying is that you don't believe in Valentine's Day celebration.
I'm not saying I believe in it, because I feel like
Yeah, which one
love
of your
is
own?
something.
Allow.
Love is something that should be celebrated.
Okay.
I mean, we have special days for celebrating so many different things. So
True.
if we are celebrating love, which is one thing that makes the world a better place, then I have no problem with it.
Okay.
But you deciding to get something, there's no obligation
Uh-huh.
to get something for whoever you're with. You have to do it from your heart,
Okay.
willingly.
All right. Thank you. I like your submission. From the look of things, it came from the stomach. So
Yes,
it's okay. It's okay.
All this. I know why she said that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Right.
Hafiz, tell us why.
No.
It's okay. He reserve it to after
free will.
later on. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me on the conversation zone, the discussion zone generally. Hafiz, Mami, and of course, Epi. You can also share your thoughts with us with the issues surrounding Valentine's Day. And what do you think out there, if you're outside our base Ghana? What do you think about our Chocolate Day celebration? The whole initiation, it's like shifting the culture of, it's all about Valentine, go get a hamper, this and that, but promoting something that is a national, something that's something that's national, okay? Something that would actually enhance our progression, okay? Bring about more development in our country. This is the Africa Daily Show on Africa Global Radio, and I am Barry Musa.